On Grandpa's funeral day, I quietly slipped a phone into his suit pocket. I did it just to keep a memory. At least I could still send him messages. It felt like we were still talking that night. I gathered the courage to text Grandpa for the first time. The next morning, I was shocked to see a reply. I ran to tell Dad. He just shook his head and said I was crazy. He reminded me the coroner had done an autopsy. Grandpa's heart had been removed. He could not still be alive. As for the text, Dad thought the phone might have been hacked. I knew that was impossible. The message used our special code. Only Grandpa and I knew it. No one else could understand. Unable to convince Dad, I went to the cemetery alone. I called the phone buried in the coffin. It rang for a long time, but no one answered. Life slowly went back to normal. I pushed it all to the back of my mind, until one day at the school dance, I finally worked up the nerve to ask a girl from class to dance. I had no idea this would anger the school bully. He dragged me outside. He said nothing and started hitting me. Before leaving, he twisted me into a humiliating pose. This was the final act of public shame. Luckily, my homeroom teacher arrived just in time. He pulled me out and helped clean my wounds. He even offered to testify against the bully. I refused. I did not want to worry Dad. I was afraid if things escalated, retaliation would be worse. So when I got home, I told Grandpa everything through the buried phone. I just needed someone to listen. I did not want revenge. The next morning, news came. The bully was dead. The police were taking his body away. He lay face down, arms crossed exactly like the pose I had been left in the day before. Everyone said it was an accident. I knew something else was going on. That night at home, I called the buried phone.
If you did have anything to do with him dying, then knock on my wall. Knock on my wall 3 times.
I set the phone down and waited. The room was completely silent. Then the phone suddenly rang. It was Grandpa calling.